On the previous video, my wife and I went down to Venice Beach to go visit Google's pop-up store, the donut shop, where we asked Google Home a question and we walked away with a lunchbox. Oops, not that one, that's the work one. We walked away with a Google Home mini lunchbox. In it, we either received 2 donuts or a Google Home mini. My wife and I were one of the lucky winners of that day, so let's go find out what a lucky winner box contains. And here we have Google's Home Mini Lunchbox. There's a big G on the side that's raised, and the side says a little help at home like only Google can. And let's dig right inside and see what's inside. So we have a black Google Home Mini, and throughout their event they were saying the power of a superhero and the size of a donut. So inside we'll find a little card. So welcome to the donut shop. And that's pretty much what was in the box. Now let's get right into unboxing this Google Home Mini a few days before it's released. Throw the wrapping to the side. And one very cool, interesting thing about this box is that we have a pull tab on this Google Home Mini charcoal. Oh, that's very satisfying. And it opens right up and unveils a chocolate donut. Oh, that's a very strong bottom, orange. Around the sides we find a microphone button, which I guess is to mute the device. We have a micro USB port. And that's pretty much it in terms of hardware. Let's see if there's anything else in the box for us. There's more packaging. And let's get started. Little pamphlet. Let's get started. Get to know your Google Home Mini. So there's a mic switch. So you tap the right side for volume up. You tap the left side for volume down. You tap the center for play pause, and you long press to talk to Google Assistant. So very similar to its big brother, the Google Home. Some legal warranty jargon. And last but not least, we have a wall port, so a very long micro USB port. Very nice. It'd be better to see a Type-C so it could be compatible with the Pixel and the Pixel 2, but guess not. And that's pretty much it. I think in terms of differences, really, it's the color, the size, and the speaker quantity. I believe the Big Brother has 2 speakers, where this one only has one 360 speaker, and that's pretty much it. Let's see how it works. The Google Home Mini setup, it was relatively easy. All we did was plug it into electricity and voila, it's ready to go. One thing to note is that the cable is white, does not quite match the charcoal. But let's ask it a few questions. Hey Google, flip a coin.
All right. You got tails.
Hey Google, what is e to the power of 3?
The answer is approximately 20.086.
Hey Google, set volume to 10. Hey Google, play today's biggest hits.
All right, here's the album Today's Biggest Hits on Google Play Music.
Hey Google, what does an elephant sound like?
Here's what an elephant sounds like.
Hey Google, how are the Dodgers doing?
Currently, the Dodgers are leading the Diamondbacks 3-1 in the top of the 7th.
Hey Google, how far is planet Mars?
54.6 million kilometers.
Hey Google, can you give me a recipe for banana pancakes?
Okay, I've got a recipe called Banana Pancakes from All Recipes. This recipe serves 6 and takes about 15 minutes to make. Does that sound good?
Hey, since recording the Google Home Mini unboxing, turns out it's been a development with the Google Home Mini. So Google first revealed the Google Home Mini at a Made by Google event on October 4th. There they gave the press a lot of Google Home Minis for review, and Google announced their donut shops where they handed out more Google Minis. Well, apparently these Google Home Minis have an issue with long pressing for the assistant. And Google has sent out a software update that went out on October 7th where it disabled this feature. So as you can see, when long pressing on a Google Home, you get no response from Google Home. Google has since then addressed this and said all pre-orders are okay. So we'll see what happens to all of us who own a Google Home Mini in the meantime. Hey Google, when does Google Home Mini get released?
On the website Beverage.com, they say, the new Home Mini will be released on October 19th and will be available from major retailers in all 7 current home markets.